Again, a run with Thompson. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And they're going to have a 3rd down.
Yeah.
Let's go. Let's go. 15.
A shotgun snap for Smith. Jordan Reed has it. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that sure was pretty because the corner route is extremely difficult to defend from my perspective.
What we just saw there, is that sort of the evolution of the tight end position?
Yeah, I think it is because more and more, tight ends are being treated like wide receivers. These are some agile players who can make a play in any spot.
I fucked that up. I fucked that up so bad. I fucked that up so bad.
11 more on that one, and
they may run easier.
Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards, but also like what the runner's giving us, too.
What?
It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Oh, I wasn't even paying attention to what he was doing.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Richardson. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain of 32 that time. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line. Smith on 1st down.
Ooh, I'm lucky. I threw that way too late to him.
I'm
so lucky.
And it'll be 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. On 2nd and 10, Smith. On the catch, it's Crowder. That one goes for 24 yards. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent. And
they still said goal line blocking is not 100%
and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. I ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I'd missed him, it would have been a different long night.
They come out here in the eye. They'll go to P-Ryan, trying to pound it in. And he fights his way into the end zone for a Redskin touchdown. A great effort there. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Redskins have taken a first quarter lead. Hopkins with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game.
What cornerback did they give a start? Did they give it to Marcus Peters?
Here's Hopkins now out to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Now the Rams offense, they work their way back on the field and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Oh, I hate you. I hate you, Josh Norman. I hate you. You took that interception away from DJ.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down? The offense or the defense? Let's face it. If you've got the ball,
no, I mean, I don't hate him overall. I hate him for that
first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. Goff again. It's home by Brandon Cooks. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside,
kicks and fives.
Have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Super 66. Hey, hot. Value 3. Value 3. Harbaugh. Value 1. Check 31. Check. Here we go, fellas. Check.
Now a first down throw. Gone. And for the throw here, that's complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
No, I'll always, if I run that, because I'll run it, I'll always flip it to Paul Richardson. Because, you know, that's my fastest dude. He's 94 speed with like 95 acceleration.
And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Redskins defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
Here we go, fellas. Here we go. Here we go. Louis. 5. Super 66.
Counter.
3rd and 2. Goff. Going up top.
Thank you.
Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the all-pro corner, Josh Norman. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is 3rd down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
Let's go. 15. Watch that in. That is right.
After the interception, here's Smith. And Reed with it over the middle. And he'll get this up to the 4 right about there, and that's about it. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
That first down completion only netted
partially.
3. 2nd and 7.
It's a made one, though. It's partially. The base is watching him. Yeah.
On 2nd down, here's Smith. And this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. And he's brought down after a good gain. A gain of 39 that time.
He pressed. The dude got beat on the press. He couldn't catch up.
Hey, on. Three down.
Well, he should have pressed.
On 1st and 10, Smith.
Oh, good defense.
Nearly a disaster there on the check down. But they'll get it back.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out,
I pressed a lot.
couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Back to the air, Smith on 2nd down.
I had him wide open across it. I don't know why I didn't throw it.
Pulled down.
Fucking idiot. I am a fucking idiot sometimes.
In from his
I'm a fucking idiot
He's
sometimes.
able to drop him for a loss of about 10.
He ain't getting red dead, bro.
Third and long, it's Smith. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Come on.
How about this offense already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already on their first drive? They've certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield.
I just know
Hey,
Keith
you're
just
one
got
to the good.
Keith's
Go
lead
ahead
just
and
got
try
took
and
and
pressure
saved by
the
safety. I know that. His corners
This
are
is
getting
taken
like,
at the 18.
yeah, his corners are getting beat.
Might have needed just one more block as it stands. 37-yard return. And the Rams are going to start this drive in great field position.
Yeah, he's not getting any
as
pressure.
they take over. On first down, it's Gurley. He'll get only a couple down to the 44.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one
His entire
positive to
defensive
that.
line's good.
If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Here we go. Super 66.
And I'm not even blocking anybody in. I'm going for long pass routes and everything.
Hey,
And shit.
Shell.
But I don't think he's sending rush because he's afraid of the run. Because that run was tearing him up in the first quarter.
On second down, here's Goff. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Goff hitting Woods for a Rams first.
Here we go, fellas. Here we go. Here we go, fellas. Here we go.
Goff on first down. And that's caught left side. It's Woods.
Why did I try to hit straight?
And he carries this one all the way down to the 9. A good pick up there at 22.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
This will be the first red zone opportunity now for the Rams. They're looking at a first and goal from about the 9.
We're good. We're good. Super 66.
On first and goal, Gurley. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll bring up a second and goal.
I don't know what he's doing.
So they get pushed back to the 11. And here's second and goal.
Here we go, fellas. Here we go. Hey, we got 4. We got 4 down. 4 down. Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Dula. 76. Tell him. 76. Go. 12. 76. Twist. Value 1.
They get it to him running left.
Oh, I missed the tackle. Are you fucking kidding me? I missed the
Right on
tackle.
the edge of the goal line,
Holy
about the
shit.
1-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And that's going to bring up an
But
interesting
damn, you gotta
third
put that many
goal.
people to the side to get a run off.
Cakes and pies, cakes and pies.
Value 1. 76. Tell him. 76. 76.
They'll try and push it in with Gurley. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the
Ryan
line.
Kerrigan, bro.
A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
And Zerline's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. Well, that's something of a pick-me-up. The offense certainly has struggled, but they do get the field goal before half to put 3 on the board.
Yeah, you don't want to be shut out, but let's face it, those 3 points, that's not going to solve all their problems either.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. And here come the Redskins now. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Let's go. Let's go. 15. We got 4.
Now Thompson. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to the City of Angels after this timeout.
Hey, on. Move. 15. Everyone go. Good list. Orange.
Here's Smith now on second down.
I hit the wrong button. Holy shit. I fucking hit the wrong button. And it's the X and the A.
By the Pro Bowler Marcus Peters. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
I fucked it up so bad.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do,
looking at one
in this
thing
case, that ball was expected to be caught.
Fucking dumb.
We go.
Probably they're thinking this is something good.
Shell. Ric Flair.
This dude just say Ric Flair.
Mike 51.
Crazy.
Shell. Harbaugh. Switch.
After the interception, here's Goff. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds.
Josh Norman.
So it's incomplete. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Tight end's right. Watch tight end. Hey. Shell. Louis. Val, you won.
Now on 2nd down, this is good. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
The Rams on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd down and 12.
Oh, right. They're just spinning this thing. Oh, so you were saying earlier that's what you were saying about the spin that I did with Crowder.
From the gun, here's Goff. He's going to air one out. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Here's Johnny Hecker now. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his first.
No. I thought he was asking in like ranked gameplay. It's all pro.
And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
And he's got some space here. opened up a bit. He's able to take this up past the 10. 9 yards is the pickup there.
What's
They'll have a 2nd and 1.
And that run there does nothing but juice up the guys who are moving the football. I mean, if you're an offensive lineman, people running it, actually the guy calling plays, you're almost jumping up and down in jubilation, aren't you?
And now you've got options on 2nd down.
And big-time options. You might want to think about play action and try to get something cheap right here over the top.
And now the Rams are going to halt things as they want a timeout. As the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
Brandon Browner, maybe. I don't know. That's the only person I can think of.
The Redskins on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. From the gun, here's Smith. He's got a man. Andre Reed complete. Smith finding his big tight end Reed for a Redskins.
Oh,
first.
look. I just found a glitch in this game. They just called him Andre Reed.
They
just called Jordan Reed Andre Reed.
Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback
said Andre Reed
was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Smith now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys the first down here. On 1st down, it's Smith.
Oh, let me throw the ball.
Fucking as he goes down. Aaron Donald in there to drop it for his 2nd sack now here tonight. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. The final shot here before break. Smith. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. Oh, and now he pulls him over. And he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return. And the Rams getting set to go now. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just in the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Something like that.
Here we go. 76. 76. 76.
Here's Goff now on 2nd down.
Oh, I'm so glad because I just got put on my right. I'm glad he threw it over there.
Getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
Shell. 76. Tell him. 76. 76. Here we go.
On 1st down, it's gone. Right side.
But how does my dude stop reacting? That's so
He'll
good.
be marked down deep in Washington territory. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
Change it up.
as they stop him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 12.
That's it, baby. That's it. That's it. Big hit.
Yeah, this game is stupid with that shit.
Here we go. Value 3. Value 3.
Again, they run with Gurley. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line.
I actually didn't even pick that
That'll
play.
wind up going for a loss of 4. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
There's Kerrigan, just because he's setting the edge over there. He's gonna play. Like, I've noticed, like, he's actually gonna sit there and play. I don't know if it's his awareness or whatever, but he actually decides it really well. Hold on.
And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Redskin defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. So now facing a 3rd and 16 following back-to-back running plays that went in the wrong direction.
We got 3. We got 3. We're good. We're good. 2 up. Watch 12. Watch 12. Out. Look out.
Now whistles and a flag down. I think one of the Rams linemen might have moved.
Oh, he got a penalty. Oh, he got a penalty. I thought I did.
Certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long.
Tiger. Tiger. Hey, lift. 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 Value 3. Value 3.
3rd and long. It's gone. They still can't get him. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. Give him 8 yards that time.
He can have that all day long.
Now 4th down.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a 1st down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
And Zerline's kick is good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to their goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken the knee, and that's the 25-yard line. So now we look at the Redskins offense getting ready for their first possession of the 2nd half.
Hey, on.
Stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Inside 4 minutes to go. 3rd quarter.
No, for 2K.
Now a play fake, and it's Smith.
Thought he was supposed to
His
turn on
throw's going
that,
to be incomplete. There defensively was John Johnson to knock it free.
Sometimes you just have to take things into your own hands, don't you? I mean, the offense is really struggling in this game. They're the ones keeping things going. They have to continue to play at that level.
The Redskins on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. It's brought in by Dodson. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
The fact that he sent a blitz, and I had that long to throw that pass.
Hey, on.
Oh, a design run for their wideout. And some room to work.
I don't know why I check. He's going outside. I didn't know my dude was supposed to be pushing him outside.
First down.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that
I was
one,
juking,
it was run
actually,
with great
but
success. How about the
insane.
evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys.
Yes, I
who
did. I
can't
hit the juke
move,
button. What are you talking
and
about?
more and more guys who are
He
a
started
lot
to
more
do the juke and
mobile
got tackled.
and can get out in front of that type of a play.
On first down, Smith. Out to the left, it's complete to Dodson. And they're able to get this one down to the 25.
Dodson's a bad man.
And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run,
shit, he do the same thing
pass.
to you.
1-2
He do the same thing to you.
Pretty good.
He would do the same thing to you.
Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Mouse.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And down inside the 15 he goes. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack. And guess what he's doing?
Josh Doxson
Forcing the secondary
I'm
guys to make a
not a
lot of
slang guy this year.
tackles.
I mean, I will if you're in man all day.
Let's go.
But
Let's go. 15. 15. Hey. We got three. We got three. Three down.
From the red zone now, Smith. And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense.
yeah, but
Ramik Wilson in there to
I have
get
a
him
problem
for
with
his
that one.
second sack of the night.
yeah, if he just took him out of his zone and just blitzed him and didn't blitz him, I have a problem with that. That's true. No, I don't disagree. But a lot of times, you know, stuff like that messes with things, man. But it is what it is.
Pass
I think
protection
that's
has been a
what
problem all night long as they come up
Ain't
facing
bad.
second and a bundle.
Well, he hasn't done it all game, so I was surprised for that.
To throw on second down to Smith. And it's caught. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. He's now just 3 yards shy of 197 yards receiving on the contest and a first down.
It's on fleek. Insane. He is number one. He's in the 49ers. He was there last year at 49ers. He is our number one receiver. Last year, yeah. Yeah.
12.
I mean, Jordan Reed's our number one, but Josh Jackson's our number one.
Hey, on.
Out of the gun, Smith.
Oh,
Incomplete. They
you
were trying to get
asshole.
it there to Josh
You
Doxson. And now
asshole.
second down.
fucking-
Down this close to the goal line. First down. Surprised that wasn't a run.
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on first down in this situation because second down, that gives me that option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. They come out here in the I. They give it to him running left. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Redskins. A
Boomer.
great play
Sooner.
there. His second touchdown of the night. And the Redskins are going to add on to their lead.
Boomer.
Extra
Sooner.
point good by Hopkins. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Here's Hopkins now out to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Rams offense now making their way out to take over. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
They'll be going for 6. Now go up on first down. He's letting it fly for Cooks. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw.
Did he really block
But
everybody
you have to
in
keep trying. He's
except
one
the
of their
two
best
wide
playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
He was all in for that shot, bro.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Marley,
2nd and 10. Goff again.
I was all confused right there.
And he'll be taken
Flip the play.
before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 30 yards there. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays.
Let's go, Josh
not necessarily
Norman.
X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Michael Fitzpatrick. Oh, Michael Fitzpatrick. I don't know.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
No, I didn't. Yeah.
Obama. We go. White 20.
On 2nd and 10, Goff. They got a man over the middle. It's Woods.
Why all of a sudden is
And
it
he
showing me
gets
where to
this
go?
one
Like it wasn't
inside
doing
the
that before.
35-yard line.
I don't like that. It's confusing the
Goff
shit out
to
of me.
Woods as the Rams move the chains.
Oh, man. I don't know what he sent me.
Goff now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. And he'll go
He's not
down,
running like
and
crazy.
that'll
He's
do
not
it
running at all. What are
for
you
the
talking about?
third quarter of action. Back now in Los Angeles.
Other than that, run right
It's the
there.
Rams trailing, but they do have the football as we start the 4th and final quarter.
Here we go, fellas. Here we go.
To throw on 2nd down is gone. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. First down, L.A. Goff finding Higbee. Goff now 9 of 15 throwing the ball, 60%, and it's 1st and 10.
Listen. DC. Hey, turn it up. Hey, let's go. Brown. 26, check 26. Super 66.
Goff turns and gives to Gurley. And he stopped immediately there. Tackle made there by Zach
I mean,
Brown.
if it's all pro and he can't run, he has
But we
really
just saw a
bad
great
issues.
example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop
I didn't send
before
the
it
invite. He
turns
sent
into
it to me.
something big.
But if he's all pro and he got a real big issue because I think he's like negative yards running.
Value three. Listen up. 180. Hey, lift.
On 2nd down, here's Goff. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. And that'll make it 3rd down.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw.
Oh,
Incomplete as the screen there unsuccessful.
intercepted.
So now 4th down coming up.
We don't play with
Not only
screens
was the
around
call
here, bro.
spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight, he was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, you know, fourth quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
Hey, on!
And they'll go on the ground. And some room to maneuver.
Let me juke him.
12 yards there as they move the chains.
But Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go large.
I don't spin like that.
What she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
No, the second that second spin move.
without
No, that
speech.
second spin move was an automatic break tackle. I didn't do anything. On the Crowder one, he did that on his own.
Now Pirine. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key third down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key third down. Highlight that word, put it in bold. Here we go. Here's Smith. And incomplete here on third down. Those passes out that far.
Nah, I did. I wanted to try
Your
that.
breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
I want to see if I
What
can
it
catch
does is
toe
allows
tackle
a
right there.
defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Oh, he takes it in, doesn't let it bounce. He takes it at the 2. A good return there, 17
He kicked the
yards.
dogs.
And the Rams will be backed up deep to begin the drive as they take over 1st and 10. The Rams offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
They'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp.
Oh, Lord.
He's
Fucking
at the 40,
spin again.
20,
God damn it.
10, touchdown LA. A big play there, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Rams have taken the lead here in the 4th. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. Goff now looking to throw. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7.
I think we can figure out why they went for 2 there, right? Up 1. You want to make it a field goal difference if at all possible. They didn't get it. Now they've got to play some defense down the stretch.
Yeah, not much margin for error now for your D. They just have to get it into range. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Redskins offense now, they head back onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
On!
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Now a handoff, running off, tackle right. Pretty nice move, but not a ton of space there. They stop him shy of the 25. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's Smith now on second down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. To throw on third down, Smith. He rifles one that's intercepted.
I literally thought he was going to cross his face.
Marcus Peters. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
Well, NFL quarterbacks have learned the hard way. You're not going to get rich throwing against this guy. He's definitely too good. And this is now his second interception of the ball game. And if I'm running the offense, I've got to tell my guys, you've got to go work on the other corner.
3 down. 12. 9. Play 20. Value 1. Hey, we got to get this stop here, D.
After the interception, here's gone. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Wait. Lift. Al, look up. Lift. Dula.
Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard
Finally got a
line.
positive run.
It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now, I could be in that huddle with that offensive line, and I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine.
Here we go, fellas. Here we go. 14. Hey, lift.
Now a first down throw. Gone.
Let me jump, bro.
He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Tyler Higbee. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Rams use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Zerline out now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating.
And the Rams got it. They bring him down. Rameek Wilson bringing the pressure again, and that is his 3rd sack here tonight. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle.
Just take the dude out of zone and just run straight through because they're not going to come
We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. On 2nd down, here's Smith. On the catch, it's Crowder. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. This is where you learn a lot about rookie quarterbacks. How can they run that 2-minute drill? We're about to find out.
Yeah, and for them, it's not just proving it to guys like you and me watching the game and trying to beat a defense. It's proving it to their teammates that they can have the confidence in them when they line up in these situations.
They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Aqib Talib, the veteran Pro Bowler, there to get a hand in, knock it away. Well, these corners, I tell you, they've done excellent work all game long.
They remind me of guys in the past who just said, hey, throw it out here 100 times. Nothing good is going to happen. And if you throw it in the wrong place, I'll take it the other way.
Desperation time for Smith on 4th down. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Rams get the football in outstanding field position. And the Rams now coming out on the field. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. A good pickup there, 20 yards.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and goal. They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12.
Hey, let's go.
Throwing now. Goff. Flushed out right. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. 5 yards that time on the completion. And now it's 3rd and goal.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Go, Salah! 180! Look out for number 30! Look out for number 30!
3rd and goal. Gurley. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Give him 4 yards there, but they're still well short of the goal line with 4th down now looming.
This drive started with 1st and goal. Now that it's 4th and goal, anything less than a touchdown would feel like a letdown to me.
A great come-from-behind victory in this one, Charles. And really the difference, obviously, was that 4th quarter. They dominated.
And it has to start